Hi everyone, Mikey here. So in this video I'm going to show you how to install WordPress. We're going to be using two different ways of installing it. I'm going to first show you how to auto install it with cPanel. Then I'm going to show you how to do a manual install with FTP, etc. Okay, so if you want to fast forward the video to the install method you want to learn, if you want to watch the cPanel auto install video, just keep watching from here. And if you want me to show you how to manually install WordPress, just fast forward the video to the time shown below. Okay, so let's carry on. Okay, so for auto installing WordPress on cPanel, we need two things. We need a cPanel address and our username and password. Now, your cPanel address and your username and password is usually found in your welcome email from your hosting provider. But you can also usually access it by going to yourdomain.com/cPanel. But I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. So let's install WordPress with cPanel. Okay, so we're going to go to imresourcedemosite.com, and then if we put /cPanel on the end, that should link us to our cPanel. And then we're going to log in with our username and password, as you can see here. And I'm going to click login. Now most cPanels are exactly the same. As you can see, we're using our cloud one here, and you'll have the same sort of icons and the same tabs. Okay, so there's two different ways you can install on cPanel. You can use the site software, or you can use Fantastical Deluxe, and I'm just going to walk you through because they're pretty much the same, if I'm honest. Okay, so let's go with Fantastical Deluxe. So the first thing we need to do on the left is select WordPress, and then we're going to select new installation. Now you'll see here install on domain, so we're going to select our site, imresourcedemosite.com. Install in directory, I'm just going to put demo, so that's going to install it in imresourcedemosite.com/demo. If you want to just install it on the root domain, just leave that box blank. Because I'm going to do two installs, I want to put it on a /demo. Okay, so then we need to enter our admin username and password, so admin, and then we can do some basic configuration. Admin nickname, Mikey. Admin email address, demo@imresourcedemosite.com. Site name, imresourcedemosite. And a little description. This is a demo site for imresource training videos. Okay, so once you've done that, just click install WordPress. And then select finish installation, and there we go, it's already done. So if we go to imresourcedemosite.com/demo/wp-admin, which is the link it shows you here, we can then log into our new admin panel with our username and password. There you can see WordPress is all installed, and if we go to our main site, you can see that we've got our WordPress blog already installed. So that's how easy it is to do an auto install with cPanel. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do a manual install. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so for doing a manual install, here's what we're going to need. We're going to need an FTP client, or we can use File Manager. We're going to need the WordPress zip file, which we can get from wordpress.org, and then we're going to need one MySQL database. Now, if you need to learn how to use FTP, there's a link below this video where I'll show you the quick tutorial on how to download a free FTP client and set it up. So with that said, let's move on and let's install WordPress manually. Okay, so if you go to wordpress.org/downloads, you'll see a button on the right that says download WordPress 3.8. So we're going to download that. And then once it's downloaded, you'll have a file that looks like this. A zip file, and then we're just going to right click and then click extract to WordPress 3.8. Now the next bit's very important. We want to be in the actual root directory of WordPress. So as you can see here, we're going to open the WordPress folder, and we're just going to make sure that what's in front of us is WordPress admin, WordPress content, includes, etc, etc. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to open up our FTP client, and again there's a video below this if you need to learn how to use FTP, and I'm going to click connect. Now what we need to do is we need to ensure that we're in the public HTML directory, which is this one. If you haven't got a public HTML, you'll have a www dot. So I'm just going to left click that, and there we are inside our site. Then all we're going to do is we're going to select all our files like so, and then we're just going to drag them over and drop them into FTP. Okay, so while that's uploading, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to our cPanel, and we're going to scroll down and look for MySQL databases. So we're going to select that. Now the first thing we need to do is we need to create a database. So I'm going to give it a name. So we're going to call this demo site demo 2, and I'm going to click create database. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep that in a notepad file, because we're going to need that in a second. Then I'm going to click go back. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we've got to create a MySQL user. So I'm going to call this username demo2, and then password. You can use the password generator to make a really secure password, but I'm just typing one in, and I'm going to click create user. And I'm just going to again save them in my little notepad file. Okay, so I'm going to click go back. Now one last thing we need to do is we need to add the users to the database. So as you can see here, we've got add users to database, and we want to add the user IamDemo demo2 to the database IamDemo demo2. So let's just click add, and then we want all privileges, and then make changes, and there we go, that's our database all set up. So now if we go back and check our FTP, okay, so now it's uploaded. Let's install. So if we go to our site, hit enter, you'll first see there doesn't seem to be a WordPress config file. I need this to get started. So I'm going to click create configuration file. Okay, and then we're going to go into the install. Welcome to WordPress. Before getting started, we need to do some information. We need some information on the database. Blah blah blah. So let's click let's go. Our database name, we're going to take our little notepad file. It's just this, and I'm just going to paste that in. Now that's also my username. I'm just going to input my password. Database host is usually always localhost, so I would just leave that as localhost. Table prefix WP, then click submit. So you see here, alright Sparky, you've made it through this part of the installation where WordPress can now communicate with your database. If you're ready, time now to run the install. So let's select run the install. And there you'll see the installed thing. So, site title, I am resource demo site, username, admin, password, like so, email address, demo@iamresourcedemosite.com. And then if you want the search engine to be able to index your site, keep that ticked. Or if you're going to play about with it for a few days before you want search engines to actually visit your site, untick it. Then click install WordPress, and there you go, success. WordPress has been installed, and that's all you need to it. So if we click login, we can now log in with our username and password. And there we are inside WordPress. Now again, if we go to our site, visit our site, you can see WordPress is all installed. So that's it, all done. That's how you install WordPress automatically through cPanel, and that's also how you install it manually. So I hope you found this video useful. For more free training, gifts, webinars and more, be sure to check out our website, iamresource.com. Thank you for your time, and I'll speak to you all soon.